Just our thoughts tonight.
I thought we played a better second half. Ferris is really good, and they kept coming at us, and if we had played a bit smarter in the first half, I think we'd have given ourselves a chance, because I believed all along that we could make a run somewhere in this game, and if we wouldn't have got so far down, I thought that run in the second half would have given us an opportunity to have a little bit more of a cushion. But give them credit, because they put us down pretty bad in the first half, and had we played smarter, it could have been different. Obviously, we did most things. I'm not sure how the rebounds ended up fairly close. They're dangerous in transition, and we knew that. And if there was a shot we were going to give up, it was going to be a three. And we make a three. I think Brian Heath hit that three to put us +3, and one. Ruff came down and buried that one within 3 or 4 seconds. That was a huge basket for them.
Did you say anything to Tommy after the game?
I didn't say a word, but I'm going to go back. He's won us a lot of games, and I told him to get the ball. So I did not say a word. It didn't happen here. I will go back when we regroup for Northern Michigan here, and I will tell him I wouldn't have wanted anybody else dribbling the basketball, because he's done it all year for it. He's won us games, and he did not lose this game for us, but that's what we all look at. We wanted to get Jordan a shot because he was hot.
Yeah.
And that's what we were trying to do. It was either Monroe inside or Jordan outside, depending upon what the spread was. And he was looking for Monroe, and had Kyle kind of been closer to the basket, or setting a screen for Jordan might have been different. And, that's what happens in the last second. You can't. We called the timeout prior to that, had a play set up. Now with 2 seconds off of the clock, we wanted the same play, same situation. Tommy gets in there, but he didn't have anybody to pass to, and we didn't have any movement, and that's what happens, and that's why a lot of this is my fault, because I should have somebody in there that's going to go try to get a rebound. We didn't have a shot, but you still got to get somebody over there.
I thought about Monday as you try to eliminate this from your head, even though you can't.
You know what? I'm not going to eliminate it right now, because I think while it's still in my mind of things we have to do, I got to go write down things that what would you do differently, and one of them is get that last 8 seconds straightened out. And that's the first thing. And then once that clears, we will meet on Northern Michigan. That's a rivalry game, and everybody in the country is going to say this is a standard. If you can't get up for that, you can't play. And I'll be honest with you, there's been guys in our program that haven't, I listened to George say, the older guys understand. There's some guys that haven't played in that game yet, and we got to make sure they get educated as to what it does mean. This is a game that they're a good program. We've been doing some winning and been fairly successful recently, and that's going to be a dogfight. They're improved, and we gotta keep fighting for position. They're still battling to get in it themselves.
What adjustments you guys make at half to kind of get the game to flow into your guys' style more? You
know what? We talked about being smarter. I just don't think we played very intelligent. We're going to play hard. We're going to play hard, but I don't think we played smart in the first half. One of the rules was, if you can see 35, and if you can't see 35, pass it, because he's coming. And you know what? You could see that. And that was just a rule for this game. He's that long.
There were some deer in the headlight looks.
Well, rightfully so. And I don't want to say play scared, but we can play smart. And I don't think we played overly smart. I thought the second half was much better, and that thus gives us that thought process of, if there's a run in there, you got, if you're not down 12 and you're only down 6 with that run, you might have a little cushion at home, feeling more comfortable.
Jordan, 7-9 from 3 tonight. Is it just a game where you felt like you had a rhythm out there?
Yeah, definitely. I think I was able to knock down my first shot, and put down the first shot usually gives me a little bit of confidence to stay aggressive and keep looking for my shot.
Those last free throws you had, after you made the first, was there any thought of missing the second at all, or just make it all the way?
I try not to put any thought of missing any free throws, especially at crunch time. I think we were down by 3 there, so if I would have missed one, I felt like the game for sure would have been over. Not to add extra pressure on myself, but you know, I just went up there and said I have to make it. You know, I have confidence in it.
The good news is that you learned that, I think you already knew it, but you can play with these guys. They're good, and guess what? So are you.
Yeah, definitely. You know, the first half they did a good job getting us out of our systems, a little sped up, doing uncharacteristic stuff, and we emphasized that at halftime that we need to slow down and get into our type of game, and I think we accomplished that in the second half.
With Hankins in the middle there, how much of a problem, or how difficult was it to go and score in the paint with him there?
I mean, it's tough. He's a great shot blocker. You know, if I saw him anywhere in the vicinity, I wasn't even gonna put up a shot because, you know, odds are he's probably gonna get his hands on it.
I thought about Monday.
And that game means a lot. I think us older guys understand that, and I hope the younger guys understand that. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to go. Put this game right behind us right now. Let's go. It's Northern Week now.
Kyle, just how much does this one hurt?
I mean, this is pretty killer, to be honest with you. Being that close to taking the first place or leading our conference for the time being, it just really hurts getting that 1 point loss with so many opportunities down the stretch that we just kind of gave to them.
This was the biggest game of your so far Tech career, the underclassmen. How did you guys kind of approach it coming into it?
I think we approached it about the same way we come into every game. We think that every single game you got to be just as focused as the next, because we know that we have the talent to beat anyone, but we can also lose to anyone if we aren't in it.
Second half, it seemed like you guys got the game more to your guys' style from their up-tempo game. What kind of adjustments you guys making that half?
The first half, for whatever reason, like you're kind of saying, it seemed a little flustered and playing up to their tempo. In the second half, I think we got a couple shots to fall early, which kind of gave us a little confidence and told us that we can play our style instead of trying to jump into their style and getting up quick shots. We just slowed it down, and I think that's what really helped us.
Again, you did all your work on the block again. Just what did you see to have success that you did tonight against their defense?
I don't know. It just seemed that's again what was working. When I was getting it inside, it seemed like it was a lot easier for me to score in there than outside tonight. So I just kind of keep going to it until they stop it.
The dreaded Monday question. Now you got to erase this from your mind, which is really, really hard. The 3 and 5, as you know, you got to play your rival on Monday.
This is definitely the interesting week of the year where we have that quick turnaround. We usually have till about Thursday to prepare, but now we have the, like you said, close rival up here in northern Michigan on Monday, and only having a day to prepare is going to be kind of interesting. Plus, it'll be our third game in, 5 days now. So we just really got to make sure we recover tonight and tomorrow and come out and hopefully get a different result on Monday.